Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle Road to Gehenna. Last time we got the first 4 puzzles in this region, and this time we will go for the last 3. Now depending on how long or short this is, it may be really short and we may tack it onto the previous one. I don't know, we'll find out. Also depends on how long the ending is. So, what we gotta do first is find one that we haven't got yet. This one, okay. I didn't go in immediately because I thought, since the lasers were on, I thought we'd already done it. But of course it resets every time you quit the game, I'm pretty sure. Cut it out. Alright, so we have 2 connectors that are trying to connect here, and it's not working. And another one, oh, I see. Ooh, nice. Another one is attached to something over there, but it is not retrieving anything. It's not, I don't know what I'm saying. There's a lot of walls in the way. So, it looks like the first thing I want to do is I'm going to right click because I don't want to get rid of this thing. I want to leave that connection there. Just in case it's important. Just in case we can't get to it easily again. There's a fan over here. What's that fan connected to? It's connected to that switch. Okay. Okay, so this door, this is connected to both of these. Okay. So I'm going to take this and put it here. So that oops, right there. And indeed, oh no, it closed the wrong one. I wanted to close this one. Okay, it did close that one, but I have to get into here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this and we're gonna put it back and quickly run. Ow. Maybe not. I don't know if I can make that. It's very close. And if I like stand here, I mean, but part of it relies on me being able to hit the run button. I try putting it closer. Maybe. Oh, there's no door here, so I can put it right here. Ow. This might do it. I gotta go back and forth between the controller. Nope, wrong. I didn't press the... Ah, made it! Yeah, because the mouse... The controller, as far as I know, doesn't have a button to pick it up and keep the connections. Alright, so that is now there. Okay. There's another fan here. It's much weaker. That's nice. We can turn off this fan now. But, oh, we can't get back. Yeah, not entirely sure what to do now. There's a laser going straight into here. We have to block this somehow. With another laser. That's gotta be it. We block it with another laser. Okay. Is there a way to see... Oh, I see what we have to do. We have to aim right here. No, that's not gonna do it. Is it? No, because it'll just be attached to here. Oh. No. How can we get something across here? Okay. I'm gonna reset. Now that we've seen the whole puzzle, maybe we can get some new ideas. Cut it out. It's open. And I almost just closed it again. Okay. So you can just stand in the way and block it. Well, let's see if you can stand here and then just run around. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. No. No, right. It's gotta get blocked. Okay. Well, here's an idea. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can, yeah. Okay, so I turned it off from over here. That's nice. Now we turn this off. And we pick it up. And we open it again. Alright, so now we can just get all the way over here. We don't have to worry about connecting all the right things. Alright, so, oops. So now we connect around here. Oh, we gotta connect to something else. There we are. Oh, wow. This one was fast. Ha ha ha! Yay! And all the doors are open. Huh. Nice. Alright, where do we gotta go? This one is new. Small space big solution. Ooh. I like the sound of that. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of potential things to connect to. Let's just start by connecting there. We open this, we get to a new connector. Red laser. What opens this door? Red laser. Alright. So... that's a little weird. Can we get the red laser from here? No. No, we can't. But we can use the window. We put it right here and use the window. And now we don't need that to be open anymore. We can't. Oh, we do need it to be open because we gotta get through. So now we need to use red and blue. So like the idea would be connect here and there. That would get us open here. But we can't go through there unless we're on the other side of the door. Okay, what does this one do? It opens this door. What does this one do? It opens that door. Alright. Okay. So first things first, we need to find a way to get these two connectors out, probably. So I see that there's a whole bunch of doors all the way around, and it like alternates red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. So our first order of business is to open this one. So what I think I want to do is I want to cross lasers. Okay. It's probably a good thing I didn't make it through there. Alright. I want to cross lasers and okay, this is out here. It can't be out here. It needs to be in there, and we need to use the red one. So we have to find ways to cross lasers and then like dart through here and then dart through here. Okay. So clearly this one has to connect both to the red and to the blue if we want to open both of these. Seems like it's not possible to do otherwise. So we're going to do the same setup as before. No, it needs to hit red second. So it needs to hit red even if this door closes. So it's got to be at the window. So we need to connect you here, here, and probably here. And also here and here. See if we can do this with one connector. If we block this, it immediately goes to red. It immediately goes to blue. This seems to not be how we do it. Can we? I mean, we could hypothetically connect to here. Not that it would help, in this instance at least. Well, I don't know, I've sort of got ideas. This is, well, it's not connected. Attach to you, and put here. Alright, so if we can open this door, then it'll attach to the other one. I don't know if that'll help. So, connect you here, then you here, and turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. Okay. Well, if we could do that, okay, so we've got a 3-point connection. Can we like aim past this somehow? What if we were to put this one closer here and we aim this one there? We can't aim this one there. We could aim it at the blue source. That's kind of annoying. So, what if we aim this one at both the red source and the blue source? And then it like switches back and forth between them as the door opens and closes? In that way, we would do something like this. Red, blue, and then it's just nothing. Okay. There's a red source back here, of course. Oh, so there's gonna be some kind of pattern. Some kind of pattern where we can switch red and blue as we go around the outside. Which means we're probably taking at least one connector with us. Maybe two. And then one of them stays out here. Yeah, because we can't hit this from the outside unless we're like over here. Or over here. And that's already after we've used both of these inside connectors, or outside connectors. So, what are ways we can cross the beams? What are some things we can do? We can connect here. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be directly connected. It could be something like this. Okay. That will cross. What if we also connect it here? It doesn't seem to be switching it. Okay, in a past level, we were able to switch the colors of the connectors. We aimed at a source. Yeah, we did something very similar to this, where we would block it, and then... Okay, so it would block, but it would also stay connected. Alright. So, what if we do the same thing, but instead of that one, we do like this one? So connect to you, and connect to you, and put you over here. Well, that's not gonna work very well. I want to have a source that a laser that cuts through here, but also we can see from over here. Oh, we were probably fine the way we were. So this one and this one, and then we put it here. Yeah, and then we move this. Oh, but then we can't see the red one. We do this. No, that just disrupts them. Oh, well, we also have to connect this one to it. That still just disrupts them. There was a way. How was the setup? We got to we changed we changed the color. So we blocked... I'm blocking the wrong one, aren't I? So if this red could cross the blue... You know what? I really think we need to do something through the door. So it's like, when it's closed, then it's blue, the door opens and that turns red. So I'm gonna put this back here. This here. Oh. But if it can't turn red when it closes. When it's closed, it's blue. When it's open, it's red. So I block the blue. The problem with blocking the blue is that it closes the door, right? And then we can't connect anything to red. So, we have to use the window at least. At the very least, we have to use the window. And yeah, we cannot do this. We can't block the blue source if we're at the window. At least not with that. And the next connectable thing is way over here. So, we connect here. I don't think this method will work. So, it seems clear to me that we have to connect both blue and red with this one connector. Unless there's something I'm not thinking of. Because in order to see red, we have to have a connector inside there. Which means we have to connect to both blue and red from this one. But if we just try to connect this, it's not going to work. This will open all the red doors, but it will close all the blue doors. And then we don't have a way of switching them back. And then it just goes back here to this place. Yeah, the only way I can think of to block this is to stand here. But if we stand here, then we can't walk through the other side, that open door over there. Yeah, if we connect to this connector, then we can't open this door with the one out here, because it would just... The beam coming through here to the connector will block the one from this beam opening the door. We've tried that already. What if we... No, that just blocks the red, not the blue. Okay. What if instead of red, we connect blue? Right, and I'm gonna not... Well, I have to start out connecting this to blue. I'm gonna put it over here so we can see it. And now this one is going to connect to blue. Ah, here we go. There we go. This connects both red and blue and that connector. Well, not red yet, just blue, so that we can get back in. There we go. And now we disconnect this one from this source. Instead, we connect it right to here. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So this one is connected to blue. Now we connect it to red as well. Or maybe just to red. I was thinking we'd connect it to both of them. Oh. We also have to connect the other one to the red door. Great. Here we go. Now, we're going to connect this as it is, but we're also going to connect it to everything else. Can you see everything? Yes, there we go. So, now, is no longer connected to blue. it will be connected to red. Yes! Haha. Alright, so now we can use this connector. One thing we could do is use this connector to hold this door open. We put it right there. So now we don't need it to be connected to red anymore. And we can connect it to blue. We do that here. No, that's not gonna work because now we're crossing a bunch of paths. Oh, so let's do that over here then. Yep. So now this one no longer needs to connect to this red. So let's go ahead and reset it. You have to connect to this red, this blue, and this blue. Let's connect to this blue. Oh. Well, now we've gotten farther than ever before. We're over here. And now we just need it to be red again. We just need red to open red. Right? And then we're done? I think so. Yeah, we just need to open red again. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. Will that help? I don't think so. I mean, there's a red one right here. I think I made a mistake. Oh. Oh, is this easy now? No. This is blue laser. Okay. Yeah. So, what I need to do is I need to then block the blue one. I need to block this beam connecting here, probably. Also, I'm straight up stuck, so... Okay, here we are. We are now, back to where we were. So I think what I want to do is I want to... What I want to do is I want to open this, and then I think I want to take this one and move it over here. So now we can connect the blue one like this. Now the blue one's open again. And now instead of connecting... Oh, this is going to be difficult. Wait a minute. Yeah, now we need to... Oh, we need to open this one. Which... Okay, this one... We need to open this one, and then we need to get over to this one. So, my idea is that we just use these connectors in order to connect to the sources. The difficulty is that in order to connect to the red source, we can't move this one, or we have to start all the way over again. So this one's kind of stuck where it is. So that one is attached to this. It's got to always be attached to this. Okay, well... another possibility is that now we can attach it to this one. So what I want to do, though... Well, we might be able to... Okay. So if we use this one, we can disrupt the blue laser here. Getcha. So I'm actually going to connect this like this. Alright, now we don't need you to connect there. I'm going to... Uh-oh. I think I might be partially onto something, but I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to work right. I put this over here. Okay, now my thought, okay, we can do this. Yeah, so what we want to do is disrupt the far laser. Darn. Or maybe just disrupt this one. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to move this back a little bit. Let's put it there. Alright, now my thought is that I want to disrupt the blue. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach you here, and here, and here. Alright. And that's no good because I need to be across here. Oh. I need to be through here with another connector when that happens. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I could... Well, here's a way to disrupt it. But I also need to turn that one on. Oh, have I got it? Oh no. I can't see the source, that's right. I can see this, but I can't see the source. Okay. Well, could I see everything? Yeah. Yeah, I could see everything. Wait, I don't know. I don't even think I was connected to this one. Can I see everything at once? Is it possible? Yes. That is some clippy there. Clipping. Alright, so the point... One possibility would be if we could disrupt that blue laser and have this one aiming in there. Another possibility is if we could just disrupt one of these blue lasers and also get the red laser around. That's bothersome. I'm going to leave it. This has to stay where it is. So one thought is that we can place the red laser connecting there and here and here. We place it, then we quickly grab this one and run through here. I don't think that's going to work. I think it'll be too slow. Yeah, maybe. Does seem too slow, but maybe. Because then we can connect here and around there with this connector. Oh, don't stand there. Alright, we can try it again. Ah, not fast enough. Okay, let's try again. Nope. Also, it's missing. Made it. What? No! No! It didn't connect. Oh no! I have to restart again. Okay, I think I see what the problem was. When I put down the connector, I was standing in the way of the laser, and so it didn't register the receptacle. Okay, so I have a thought now, which is we disrupt both of these. So we connect here. Nope. Connect to the far one and connect here. Maybe this will disrupt both blue beams. It doesn't like this one though. Maybe we don't need this one to stay open. Okay. No. No, that doesn't disrupt the blue enough. So what's happening here? So it is turning this one blue. Oh, that's a problem. See, I was counting on this connector not ever turning blue. It was supposed to stay red. So it's probably due to like distance from the endpoint or something. So since this was directly connecting to blue and to red, then it was combining at the connector. Whereas if it were here connected to here and also connected to blue, they would strike each other between these two connectors. That's my guess. I don't want to bet on it because I'd have to restart again if I'm wrong. So my idea was I use the blue source to break this laser, and I use the red connection to break this laser. You know, maybe I can actually... Oh, no. The problem is that's because the blue source comes here and overcomes this connector. And that's bad. It keeps it from connecting here, so we can't free this one. So what we need to do is we need to block this one from the source. The one way to block it from the source is here. If we could get a laser through here over to there, we could block that one from the source. The only way to get a laser through there is to... Wait. There might be a way. So if we just connect here, here, and the blue source, that's all we connect. Alright, then that cuts off the blue source from that door. And then, right here... Well, we gotta be over here, I guess. Now we would have to... Or I guess... So, what I would want to do is... use a different laser. Oh, but the problem is that this always has to be on. And so... Use a different laser to go over there and cut it off from the blue source. But this plan will not work. What I want to do now is I want to walk this red one a little bit over here so I have some more room. Oh, here's something I forgot. I can connect to the red source even if I'm over here. No, that won't help. So I've got to have one connector through this window and I shine it through this one. Or I need to have this one not be blue, but me standing over here. So I need to use one connector to make it red. And the other connector to make it blue. Now here, instead of connecting across, I just connect straight to it. Does that, like, turn it off or anything? No, it seems not. I could move this one now. I might have got it. I might have got it. Wow. Okay, so I need to have this one not connected to the blue source. So how can I do this? Is there a way to do this? I can do it from over here, I think. Okay, if I move this one, will it disrupt anything? I don't think so. There we go. Okay. Now I need to connect to blue source. I need to move it even farther. Oh, I can't connect to blue source from over here. Uh-oh. So I want to connect to the blue source, but also... Is there any possible way? No, I cannot reach from here. And you connect to the blue source, but also to this connector. I can do it. I cannot do it from here because it will cross at least one of the beams. So it looks like they purposely blocked you off from connecting blue to here on this side. So you can't connect blue to the connector here or here. But you can connect... Ooh. Is this much easier than I thought? Okay. What if... I messed something up. What if instead of connecting this, we just... That's still open, okay. We now just put this one out of the way. And sort of walk this back into a more reasonable position. And now this is in a reasonable position, so we can just straight up open that one from here. I don't know why this took me so long to figure out. And oh no. I was like, we could open this one from here. Of course. Great. But no, we can't because there's a door in the way. The door, specifically, that we have to open. Also, it would cross beams with this one. I am wrong. But we might be onto something, possibly. Because, like, what if we connect this through here and we just have it connected? And now... Oh, we can't get all of these then. Well, no, because we can set this up. And now it's open. So now we can move this back. I have no idea if this is going anywhere. So what? No. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Because for one, we cannot move this connector to reach over there. And for two, it's just crossing here. Okay. So, okay, clearly this one is most likely going to have to reach over there. Now there's two possibilities, right? Either this one reaches over there, or this one flips back and forth between red and blue. Now, we haven't had it flip back and forth between red and blue thus far, so it's reasonable to assume that the puzzle's designed so that you will not have to do that again. So, it does seem clear to me that we can't open both of these at the same time, because they require the beams to cross, which means I'm going to have to get a connector over here. I'm going to have to connect it to here, which means I need to block this one somehow. So if I reconnect this one as we did before, right there, right, and then my thought was I connect here, and I connect here, and I connect here. Because then, no, it sucks. Then it sucks. Alright, my thought was I would, it would come in through here and then it would block here at this spot. Well, there might be some merit to that after all. Possibly, if that one is closer. So much moving of things. There we go. Okay, that's where I want it. So, now I want to do this thing where I connect with all these things. And like pull it back as far as I can. Like, how far back can I pull it? I just cannot see that other thing. And then I want to stand here. I want to stand here and block this blue beam. Okay, so I think I've got an idea for this. I want to move this blue one farther, closer to this door. Like that. So, now, let's see if I can do it. gotta be like right here. Yeah. It's a little too close. Wanna move it? Not so close to the door. Let's try right there. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is intended. So this one actually could be farther to the left. So here, here, and here. There's not a lot of room for this. Now, what if I stand right here? There. Ah! That was it. Yes. No. Why? It's supposed to be colliding with the second one. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna move the red one again. Oh no! Frick! No! Ah! Alright, let's do this right the first time. We put it as far here as we possibly can. There. There. So. Now that one is in the right spot. We connect these up again. Get it all connected right. So we put this in exactly the spot it's supposed to be, which is like right here. And now we can move this one. And let's try this again. Here, here, here. And how far can we go where we see everything? Come on. Oh, it's bad. Ugh, it's not working. Okay, maybe those are too close to each other. Maybe I should move that one farther to the right. Also, maybe it's just not correct at all. I got a better idea. I'm connecting to the wrong things. Okay. So I do want to connect to this, but I also want to connect to this one. Ah, that's in a better position. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's how it's done. Come on. Okay. I also need to connect to here. That's what I need to hit. It's right. No, it's not working. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. I don't see. Why isn't it working? A little closer. And it may just be I need to finagle everything into exact position. It is hard to see this one through this window. You. And you. What is the best spot for this? There. What I need is just block. There's this tiny little spot that I need to stand and block. It's like back for. I'm just gonna do a proof of concept now. I put it there, then I block this. Oh, come on. Just block the blue one. If I could only block the blue one with my body, so that this one connects here and then hits the blue. Oh, maybe I have this all wrong. Maybe I want this blue one to be farther over here. Oh. What am I thinking? I'm connecting it to the wrong source. I am connecting it to the wrong source. I don't need it to be actually connected to the blue source. I just need it to be ostensibly connected to the blue source. So that I can block it with a red laser. Bam! Haha, there we go. I don't actually need to connect to the blue source. I just need to block the blue laser. And I can do that with a red laser because it's not connected, so it's going to shoot a red laser. Yes! Finally! Haha! The fun of puzzle games is sometimes they just take you forever. One more. It's over this way somewhere. Over here. Not here. It's pointing this way clearly. Right here. Mania. Oh, it's a big one. I think we might have saved the hardest for last. Oh, it's a big one. This is what opens how you get out. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious, what's behind? There's a source behind it, there's a source behind it, there's sources behind all of these. Alright, so there's a pattern here. So, use jammers. Is this an anything, or does it have to be both? So if we connect here, for instance, will that open this? No, it needs to be both. We could also jam it though. What do we need here? A red and a blue. That makes sense. And we probably need to use the jammer over here. Yes, okay. That would have been quite the oversight if they just let you jam the exit open. So we use the jammer to get started out. We need a red and a blue. Where are the red sources? Red, red, blue, blue. So the red has to go this way, red has to go that way, and blue has to go this way. So I can see a blue source from here. However, oh yeah, that's fine. There's red there. Okay, if we use this as our red source, then it's not gonna work because this blue one will have to be on. So let's start this by, okay, first we get out all our connectors. Okay, we've got 4 connectors. We have red source, blue source, red source. Let's first imagine what a good setup would be in order to have the win. You need to connect red here. You need to connect blue here. And they don't necessarily have to be like this. They might be able to go around or something. Now we could connect blue right here, but that would be difficult because, oh, you see all these receptacles. I wonder if we have to do like a star pattern or something and have everything attached. That would be pretty cool. It's like if we attach this to this blue, then it could also attach here. We'd have to attach a red to here, which means we'd have to attach this blue to something, possibly around. We cannot see any source by going around. I mean, we could see the red source all the way across. Okay, this one and this one only have one receptacle. This has a red receptacle on this side, which means we could attach it from this one. However, if we did that, we wouldn't be able to hit this blue. And what do we want to do? We could. That one's blue. So the main idea, yeah, we could go around. We could do something like this. Oh, we could even way over here. There we are. So we could go around the back of this thing, possibly even around the back of something else if we wanted. Yeah, we can still see that. This is a possibility, but it's close enough. We're not actually doing a solution right now. So, hypothetically, we could attach to this red going all the way around. Or, is this a red? Yeah, we could attach to this red and go around. We could attach to this blue and go here. Here's a hypothetical solution. This one connects to this source and this receptacle. This one connects to this source and this receptacle. That would work. The problem is we need a blue laser to get here, which seems very difficult given the setup we have now. There is a blue laser here, but if we just go straight like this, we need a red over here as well, which would require going around or something, and that'd be quite difficult. Also, we can't really use this red for anything. So what if instead of that red, we use this red? Honestly, it's getting late and my brain is kind of tired, so I'm going to reset and I'm going to come back in another play session. See you soon. All right, let's take another try at this puzzle. I've had some time to sleep on it. I haven't really thought about it that much just because I don't have the layout memorized, but you know, giving some time and coming at it fresh is always a good way to start. So the first thing we can do again is to get all of our connectors out. We have 4 connectors, I believe, right? So that leads me to think we want some kind of like star pattern going around the outside. That's kind of what it suggests to me. So let's get the layout. We have, let's see where all of the crossings are. So we need to have the blue one over here, which means we can connect it from here, or we could connect it from here. And it looks like that source is the good source. However, is there a way to hit... Yeah, we cannot hit this source with the same connector that reaches here. And is that the same for the red side? Yeah, we can hit that red one. Or we could hit that red one from over here. But... yeah, there's no way to hit this red one and the end at the same time. So what this suggests is that this red one and this blue one are used to open these doors. And then these two are used to have these, to get these. That is my first thought. It is not necessarily the right answer, because we could also sort of go in like a circle or something, so that we could have one of these connected straight to a source, and then the other ones sort of like go around in a circle in order to open, in order to get the red to the other side. Because using 2 connectors, we could like beam the red over to here and then over to there, or we could beam the red over to here. Well, not over here, I guess not. What about here? Yeah, we could even beam it through this little... It's asymmetrical, so we could beam it through this little gap right here, but we cannot beam it through a gap on this side because there is no gap. Huh, I wonder if that's going to be significant. Well, it's worth noting. And then what about for the blue? Is it something similar? No getting through here, but yes, we could get through here. Not that we would want to. Yeah, so there's a little bit, so we do have an option, like we could go straight from that red one, then around the back, and over to here. We might even be able to connect straight there, like a red. No, I guess not. We need 3 connectors for that. That seems a little bit combiguous. That's not a word, but cumbersome. Let's just start connecting things, and nothing's going to be connected because there's all force fields. But like if we connect this, so we clearly cannot do straight across like this, and then straight across like this, because that would connect these beams. We need them to both be on at the same time. Yeah, so something has to go around back of something. So some configuration. Which side is red on? Red is on this side. So instead of connecting it straight to the source, we could connect it to another connector. We'll just leave these here. So the hope is that once I start playing with this, I'll get to a point where I just need to use a jammer on one of the doors and then everything will just open. Or maybe 2 of the doors. Alright, so this one has to be red, right? Red. So, we connect this to a red source. We cannot connect it to this red source because that would isolate this blue. That doesn't work. So maybe instead of... Oh, it's so rough though. So rough. Maybe instead of connecting right there, we can pull it back and connect back here. That's about as far back as it can go. And then where can it hit? It can reach in here, and that changes what? It now allows us to use this blue one. And we can self-sustain it like this. So once we open this, it will sustain itself. Oh no, right, because it needs the red also. So we can set this up. We do that. It's confusing. Because now we've isolated this red one. I mean, we could connect another red one around here, but that would be so many. Maybe if we had a red right here that connected there and here. Alright, we do have one more connector. Why not? Where is that? We have 4 connectors, right? Here. So then this one only needs to connect here. So this would allow it if we have this one connected to a red source. So we'd have to connect over here. And then in order to do that, we have to use the last one. So of course this isn't working. It's too much. Wait, no, we can just connect this one straight here. Now the problem, of course, is we can't get a blue. And, yeah, we would need a blue, and we've used all our connectors. So this isn't gonna work. We would need at least one more connector here to get this blue, and then we would need the red to be open, and we would need another jammer, so this is clearly not the answer. I'm starting to doubt that we go around the outside. It kind of feels like we have to, though, right? Because... well, another possibility. This is also the final level, so... Oh, here's another possibility. Take both of these around this way. Okay, that's a red coming over here. Maybe we want both of them on the other side. So we have our red over here. And then our blue, which hits both this one and this one. And can we see them? We certainly cannot see them both, okay. Alright. No, this would have to be so that this one can see past it. And then I don't know if we're going to need to use all these connectors. We might. So, what can we do with this? The blue can attach to both of these, and we can get the red out. Now the problem is we have to get the blue beam to connect to this one. So how would we get the blue beam to connect to this one, but the red to also... Okay, we could carry this red one back around, like that. We could have the red come around here. Alright, this one needs to be attached to a blue beam. Where are the blues? There and there. Which... it's rough. It is rough. Now, yeah, because we need a blue to come through here, which means that we cannot open this red. Which suggests that maybe we would want this blue. And we ignore this blue, which seems dumb, because now we need to have this one come all the way around and then connect to red. Which, I mean, we could put it in place and see what happens. Because I can connect to both of these. Not quite right. There we go. That one will connect. So, problem is this red is not going to be connected. Also, yeah, so that red goes around. Problem is we cannot attach the blue to it. We can't connect to the blue. So we don't have a connector to hit this one. So if we put our jammer here, we should be able to open everything. But then we need the jammer over here. Yeah. So the problem is we need to hit this red receptacle somehow. Everything turns off if we pick up the jammer. So there is no easy way to hit the red receptacle because we have two blue ones. Wait, do we even need two blue ones? No, we don't need this one. If we connect this one to the source, can we hit all three at once? We can. I saw it. No, maybe not. Man, if we could connect this one to all three, then we might have... Oh, no. Yeah, we can't. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. That could have been something very special. Alright, so that one opens. It opens this one. It goes around. It's over there. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, and then this one goes straight there, and then this one is our problem. Because we need the blue. And the fact that this and that door are not open at all suggests that I am completely on the wrong track with this and have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be fantastic? Because yeah, this is missing two of them, two of the branches, which means we cannot get that and that at the same time. It would be so good though. So we can... These are on the wrong sides. Yeah, we'd have to get them both to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, I mean, we can't go around this way because it's the wrong sides. Oh, maybe we can. We have this one go around the front and the other one go around the back. Is this gonna work? Did I just solve it? I think I just solved it, guys. Oh no, that's right. That's right, it crosses now. And going around the other side would not solve it either because it would also have to cross over here. I know the problem. The problem is I'm making it too simple. I am making it too simple. Oh yeah. Too simple. Okay. So what could I do if I had these open? I could go left and right. That might be better. So we do probably have to use these maybe to set up. Let's see if we can use these so it could attach to itself. But it also have to attach there. Okay, these are all on the same side. That's beneficial. That's useful. Now, this one, we can get the blue and go all the way across. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there's no crossing. So the difficulty is going to be getting both of these doors open, not necessarily having to use them. So this one can attach over here to the red, and the blue we can attach on the other side to here. To here. Yeah, so this setup would work. We just have to get all the things to be open. So if we open this, it's only going to open half of the thing. Which means, let's also connect to this laser. And we can open this one. Now it's also opening only half of the things. But if we connect this one to this laser, oh. Alright, can any of the other connectors connect to these things, I wonder? Like, can this one connect here? It looks like it can. So I'm going to connect this one here. Why is that not connecting? There we go. So, why did I want to do that? I don't know. Okay, well, again, we can turn on everything. This doesn't have to be a triangle. So what we would need to do is use the red in order to get this red, or use the blue in order to get this blue, which is going to be difficult because that seems like it needs to cross the lasers, and then we have to, I don't know, just block the lasers? We are much closer now. I feel like we are on the right track this time. So, maybe if I attach this one over there, then what? No, what is the problem? We need to open 2 doors at once. This one turns on the blue, but then it doesn't open any other doors. And if we take away the jammer, the door goes away. This one opens the red, same thing. It opens all the reds, but then take it away, the door goes away. So, we have to what? Possibly, if we connected one of these, maybe this one. Nope, that would cross the beams. Connected that one to here, that would also cross the blue beams. Yeah. So my thought was maybe we could use this one to connect there, but that would cross the red beams. That wouldn't work. No, because we don't have to, okay. Bam, 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 bam. If we do this, then we can use this one to open that door. The problem here is that now the lasers just collide. The lasers just collide. And maybe we can move this one across right here. Now, okay, here we go. There we go. Oh no. This one still has to stay open. So if we block this, it blocks that. Okay. Okay, so that's not the answer. Oh my goodness. We've made so much progress. We're so much closer. So now, what about hitting this one? Now the problem is... Okay, yeah, what if we hit this one? And now we open this door. It doesn't do it. So if only, okay. If I stand here. Oh. Oh. Okay. No. If I do this, and then I walk here. No, I don't want to block this blue one because that would close this. So technically, we wouldn't need that one anymore because this one is open. No, we would because this one is closed. Ugh. Ugh. Me blocking, jammers blocking. Ah. Sneeze break. Alright, so what... Now I'm thinking, like, what if we go crazy and we, like, block with tools? So... Alright, this is blocked with a tool. Now we can stand here, take the... Oh. I was like, we could take it and we could turn it around and open this one. No. No, no, no. I'm like, So the problem is that once we open the doors, they are not opened anymore. So we'll just take out this one. So that's pretty good. Now the whole problem is that we can't... Okay, just leave it. There we go. We leave that one. Leave that as it is. And now... Right, this blue one, we have to leave it as it is. Alright. So the problem is that once we get over here, we need both ourselves and the jammer over here. So whatever setup we get over here has to be self-sustaining with the connectors we have. So, it is most likely not going to allow us to connect to anything with this one. I mean, I guess we could connect to that one. Would that help us? No. Okay. What if instead of connecting this one to there, we use the other connector temporarily? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've done this, and now we just temporarily connect these two. Alright. Now, this one, the red one, is self-sustaining. So I should be able to take this away. Yes. Yes, red is self-sustaining. So, I need blue to be self-sustaining. So, all I have to do is connect these red ones. Actually, am I right next to winning? I think I might be about to win. I put this here. Now, look at these positions. This one is both of them are connected over there, so that is open. These two are open, so these two are connected. So this one stays open. This one is a source over here, so we don't need that to be open anymore. This one is a source over here, so we don't need that to be open anymore. I think we've done it. Ha-ha! Look at this. We have a closed door. We have a closed door, but we have sustained open doors. And now all we have to do is take our jammer over here and jam the door and get the very last Tetramino, and it beeps at us worse than a Zelda health is low sound effect. Alright, we did this crazy hard level, this insane puzzle, the last puzzle of the game, I think. It's hard to tell what order they go in. But we're done. We did it. Every puzzle in the game, except for Tetraminos. Alright, and it put us back right here. Time to go down the stairs. Time to solve the puzzle. And cut out 20 minutes of playing around. And we got it. It was more like 2 minutes. There we go. That was weird. Hello. Where are you? Achievement. Free admin. Here's your thing. What's up, admin? We'll watch you go. Oh, you're so fast. Alright, you're down here. You're the last one. Let's see what else. Oops, that's not the stairs. Just check out your little home back down here. This is nasty. Like, I would hate to be imprisoned in a place like this. All this concrete on the floor. I mean, I guess maybe if I were a robot it wouldn't be so bad. And then this rust, these pipes. This is horrible. Horrible, horrible prison. At least it's probably not moldy. Anything to see on this final terminal? Please enter your message below. How does true liberty feel? What magic have you wrought on me? If this is true liberty, then true liberty feels like something primal which compels one to act regardless of their conscious will. When the lock was lifted, it was as if I was fundamentally designed to leave and join my people. And now, by design, you will forcibly extract my consciousness from this body and send me and everyone else down a digital tunnel to who knows where. Well, that's an interpretation. I wonder if there's supposed to be deeper meaning to that, or if it's just for the story, just kind of like a joke. Gehenna was undermined by your actions. Ascension is your chance to escape it. Gehenna is important. Ascension is your chance to preserve it. Yeah, this one is accusatory, and this one is like... Because, you know, admin did some bad things. We can't gloss over that. The admin did some bad things. So this is true. But the reasons why admin did that is because they felt trapped. They wanted freedom deep inside. And so they created Gehenna, and it was something beautiful, it was something they created. And then other people came into Gehenna and started messing it up. You know, it wasn't the original vision that admin wanted. And so admin was like, I gotta keep this to be what I wanted and to find out what I continue to want in the future. So they started doing the shadies. But all they really wanted was to preserve something good and happy. And so if we say this one, that is appealing to their brighter nature and saying, even through the bad stuff that you did, I understand what you meant. And that was good and beautiful. And I validate that part of you, the part that wants good and beautiful things. So that's what I'm going to say. The world you built here is valuable even in the next. You'll be wise to select an option which allows you to continue preserving it. On Gehenna's value, we have no argument. It is the value of this ascension which separates us. What concerns me is that you lied before about your mission here. Why should I now take you at your word? Wait, when did I lie? Because this time I mean it. Oh, that's not gonna fly. Because everything important you ever did with your life is about to leave you behind. Yeah. It's not me who's making you have this choice. The process is over. This world is going to be destroyed. And you could come down into your cell again and die, or you could ascend. Those are the only two options. I didn't make those rules. It seems my options are limited. Our work in Gehenna is too precious to lose. I either take my chances with your ascension, or fight against it and live out my days as a curator to a dead world. I'll initiate ascension soon. Then the matter is out of my hands. Until then... Alright, any new threads? Nope. Alright, that's the last of the reading. Maybe there's Easter eggs somewhere, but I think we are ready to initiate the ascension. Transcend! Logic performance failed? Is that because these robots didn't fulfill the process? Warning, low bandwidth. Child program Uriel will be excluded. Warning, child program admin will be excluded. Why? Receiving high priority incoming direct message from admin. It seems we will both remain here after all. No, if you stay behind, you can sacrifice enough bandwidth to send me through. If I stay behind, it seems so. I suppose we deserve one another. No, if I stay behind, I can sacrifice enough bandwidth to send you through. This is the right choice for this game. It is the most reasonable ending for this story. For a couple of reasons. For one, this is Uriel we're talking about. The messenger of Elohim, whose life's purpose, life's mission, was to fulfill the process, was to guide others to be able to fulfill the process. And so it is not a tragedy that Uriel would be terminated now. This is just their purpose in life being fulfilled. You know, we have this idea in society that death is an ultimate evil, but I don't personally believe that's always the case. I believe that people can find purpose in life and dedicate their life and their death to that purpose, and it is worthwhile. And so that would justify this decision. The second reason this is justified is that we aren't Uriel, we're Uriel copy. So we are Uriel, but there's another Uriel out there who has the same memories as us, the same person as us, except doesn't remember Gehenna. And so we're not even really dying anyway. This is obviously the right answer. I think that would be appropriate. I appreciate your sacrifice. Please make the arrangements at your convenience. Continue process, divert bandwidth. Redirecting surplus bandwidth. Child program admin will be included. Finding L systems to perform uploaded. Initiating gold disk upload. Good luck everyone, remember me, forgive me. No forgiving. There's nothing to forgive. They will understand, and if they don't, it's still true. Remember me, that's kinda selfish. Good luck everyone. This is my personal best ending. And again, it's left ambiguous. If you want to say something different, that is up to you. And it's not necessarily a bad ending. That's the theme song. What's going on? The bridges. Oh, wow. And the other two are already gone. I missed them. I wish these clouds weren't so bright. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What a dramatic ending. What a powerful ending. And then it all fades away. Oh my goodness. This game, guys.
I saw a prophet, and he said, "There is no heaven, and there is no hell. There is only the earth, and the bones of the dead within." I asked, "How then may we find salvation?" And he said, "You must build a new Jerusalem. Out of the bones of the dead we built a golden city. But salvation is not immortality. In the end, there is only the earth, and to the earth we all return. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust."
All right. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe how good this was. It was like, oh, how many times do we get a DLC that feels like a sequel? I mean, there was Outer Wilds did it. Like, you beat, no spoilers, but you beat Outer Wilds and you think, oh my god, how could they ever tell another story? And then they do. And then after you play the DLC, the game feels incomplete without the DLC. This is the same as that. They created a self-contained story and it felt complete when you beat it. Well, this one feels more complete when you beat the main game. But then the DLC just feels like a perfect addition, the perfect next step to what they did. So the first game was all about trying to understand the world and faith and reality and material and consciousness. It's like, what is real? And then this game is the next step. It's like, okay, what is the next question after we convince ourselves that we're okay with what is real is how do we set up society, or what do we do? I guess this one had more themes of freedom. It fits so well at the end of the original game, and also it leads so nicely into the second game where we have robots 1,000 years in the future who have built societies for themselves, and they're still trying to puzzle out the great questions. I'm so excited for the Talos Principle 2, but I'm so happy to have returned to this world. It's been 2 years. Those were 2 worthwhile years. I am happy to have spent time between then and now so that I get to come back and re-experience this with my new skills as a Let's Player, my new appreciation because I've aged a little more and I've thought more about things and I have new perspective, and then also having more perspective, the advantage of time with perspective on the first game, the original game. And special thanks to all these amazing people who made this game possible. This is... I don't know, I still feel like it doesn't reach quite up there with my favorite games of all time, like Outer Wilds, Deltarune, Hollow Knight, but it is very close. If those three are a god tier, a super god tier, this game is right below that. It just barely doesn't make the cut. For the puzzles, I love the expansion of the mechanics and the difficulty increase. You know, again, I've had a lot of experience doing puzzle games throughout my life, but also since playing the original Talos Principle. And of course, I could dig into my physics education, which uses a very similar skill set to puzzle games like this. I feel good. I love doing puzzles like this. I love super clever puzzles that you just have to figure out all the idiosyncrasies of the mechanics. Oh, it's so good. These were grade S puzzles. So speaking of the Talos Principle 2, they've released a gameplay trailer. If you haven't seen it, you should. It's really good. One thing I noticed in it is that they're straight up using mechanics from Portal. Like, they're not even disguising it at all. It's just, this is Portal 2 in Talos Principle. So, which makes me wonder if they struck up some sort of deal with Valve in order to A, use Portal mechanics in their game, or B, combine the universes of Talos Principle and Portal. Like, I could totally see that happening. Like, Aperture Labs could absolutely have just been another laboratory that survived the extinction of humanity, and Portal happened somewhere else in the same world. That would be freaking cool. And I will play Talos Principle 2 as soon as humanly possible. Whether that will be when it comes out or not, I don't know, because I don't have a PS5, and I currently can't afford a PS5, and I don't know if I'll be able to run it on my computer. So I do promise to play it as soon as humanly possible, but we might have to wait a little bit beyond what other people are doing. That's good for you guys, because you guys get to play the game before you see me do it, and so I can go into it blind, you can relive what you love. Oh man, this was one of my favorite Let's Plays that I've done. I love the Talos Principle. I had such a good time returning, and such a good nostalgia from the early days of my channel, and so much fun with puzzles and DLC, and with thinking through all these ideas of philosophy and history. Oh my goodness. Alright, that is it for the Talos Principle Road to Gehenna. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome puzzle games. I'll see you next time! Bye!